So now, at this point, I actually drive back to Buffalo, New York to see my dad. Haven't seen him in years. And no one knows about this. I didn't even put this in the book either. So before I start this journey to be Navy SEAL, I go back to see my dad because I realize now I gotta fix some shit. I'm blaming everything. I gotta go back. You know how a lot of times, like, if you're a runner, your right knee may hurt, but it's not your right knee that hurts, it's your left hip. But we're concentrating on the right knee. I'm concentrating on all my shit. But I need to go back to the root of the problem, which is my dad. I gotta face the demon. I gotta go back and see what made him so fucked up to make me so fucked up. Why am I fucked up? So I go back and I go back in as an older man now. I'm in my 20s. I'm not a kid anymore. And I want to see this man and face him as a grown man, but still as a kid in my head. I was still a kid. I was a grown man as my age. I went back and I realized he was the same man that he was. Still the same. And I talked to him. He was still nuts. And I had to go back and face that one more time, but to face it in a different way. I looked at him in a way, we never said sorry to one another, and he went off on my mom and my grandparents and all kind of shit. I looked at him in a way that I realize now why you fucked this up. I had to almost be him to realize it's okay, bro. It's okay, because I realized that somewhere in your fucking life, something fucked you up. And you didn't deal with it. And so you put that shit on me, my mom, and everybody around you. I want to deal with my shit. So even though you gave me all this shit, you gave me a satchel of shit that I didn't deserve, and now I'm all fucked up, and people think I'm a fucking liar and I'm all fucked up. You gave me this. You created this fucking nightmare of Goggins. I want to fix it, bro. So now I get it, I look at it, and this is what I'm saying in my head. I want to fix it now. So I will take it. I take all this shit, it's mine. I want to fix all this shit. But I know if you fix shit, people want to find peace immediately. And this is where people don't like me. I don't believe that shit. You ain't gonna find it through fucking yoga and all this other bullshit. I stretch out a lot and I believe in yoga and all this is great, but you ain't gonna find it in some fucking room. You're gonna find peace from going to war with yourself. Because we all got shit. We all got shit. People look at me. The reason why my story resonates with people, because I don't hide. I'll tell you exactly the fuck I am. I will admit to it. People are great at hiding. So they want to just find peace. No, you gotta take your shit, fix whatever's fucked up in you. Don't just shove it under the rug. Fix it, and then you'll find some peace later.
You're obsessed by memories of the past, more than 18 months old, and most of those are negative, so anxiety-provoking most often, then there's a lot of you that's stuck in the past. And what that means is you didn't map the territory well enough, and the parts of your brain that are alarm systems, anxiety systems, are saying, no, there's holes in the way you're looking at the world. There's holes in the way that you're looking at the world. And you fell in them once, and you don't know where they are, and you don't know how to fill them, and you don't know how to walk around them. And so you can't forget them, you can't forget them, you can't forget them, you can't forget them. So you have recurring nightmares, for example, are a good example of that sort of thing happening. But in any case, if you have memories like that, you remember them, they make you feel anxious and negative, you're stuck back there. Your body is still reacting as if there's an emergency that could happen again that you haven't fixed. And it doesn't matter if it was your fault, that's irrelevant. The alarm system doesn't care. Like, when your smoke detector goes off, it isn't relevant whether it was your fault. The smoke detector just says, house is on fire. And that's a bad thing. And your anxiety systems are like that. If they're tagging old memories with anxiety, then you have to do something about it. Or you will be tortured by those memories forever. Because that's how the alarm system works. And so maybe you need to go back there and clean things up. You've got to figure out, okay, well, how did this happen? What sort of role did I play? Even if it's a minor role, that doesn't matter. The point is that you don't want to be put in the same vulnerable position again. So anything you can do to strengthen yourself is good. You know, and often if it's a really old memory, like maybe you were a child, you're not a child now. So you probably have a variety of techniques at hand that you could use to deal with a situation like that if it came up now. And so you have to update that part of your brain that still thinks you're 4. And lots of people have parts of them that are still stuck in some traumatic childhood experience.
you realize how much you try to block it out. You realize how much of your life you just shove in your rug, and you just live on top of that rug until you pull that rug out and you fall into this fucking pile of shit. And then when you're in this pile of shit, that we literally carry around with us all day long, but we just put it way back there. But we're carrying this big fucking rucksack, this big backpack of shit every day. But we think we're not. Right? We think we're not. We think, oh, we're good. I'm good. So when I had to go back in that shit, what was hard about it was trying to find power.
I know it's been a crazy year. Things like college applications seem like a low priority, especially if you haven't been able to visit campuses. But I'm telling you, apply to Hilbert.
It was trying to find power. Trying to find power in filth. Trying to take all this negative shit and say, all right, how the fuck am I going to use all this shit to propel me forward? That's the hardest part about it, because all you want to do is lay in it and just say, just let me die in this shit. So as you're going back to it, it almost makes you say, how the fuck did I get here? So I went back to it, and I went back to it way before this book. Because you have to go back to it before you get forward. You know, we all want to start now. I'm 44, I'm not going to go backwards, I'm going to go forward. That's not how it works. You can't speak about the way I do unless you process it. You go back a million times. You battle it. You overcome it. Even though it's gone, you got to go back in your mind and face it and overcome it. With my father, when I was 22, I believe I was, 22, 23, I had to go back and face him. Actually face him one-on-one. And that's really when I realized, but for me, I was focusing on the surface shit. So when I went to the Air Force, I quit in training because I learned how to read, I learned how to write, I learned how to swim. But the second something hard came up, I went right back to what I always done. I thought I fixed all this shit. You know, my left knee was hurting. And I worked on my left knee to stop hurting. But my fucking right hip was the fucking problem. So my right hip was my dad. The crux of my problems wasn't anything to do with everything in life. It was due to my father. Because that's where it started. It started there. The origin of the story, it started there. So I went back to the start point. And I had a face where all this happened, where the mindset started. The mindset of, you know, all this shit, being beat for no reason, and feeling like you're nothing, and feeling like you got to lie to gain friends, and you know, my mind was developed, but it wasn't developed properly in that hell. You can't develop a mind in the hell I live in. So what happened was, people blamed me back in the day. My God, you lied about this, you did that. Let me put your fucking ass in that shit. Go, be born in that shit, man. Let me see how you come out. Let me see how secure in your foundation you are when you get beat for this fucking doing nothing because he's drunk and he's mad at you. So you learn to survive, but surviving doesn't make you win. Surviving makes you a fucking cockroach. It makes you just do that, survive. It makes you lie. How can I get through this? How can I get around this? Versus being a man is standing up for what you believe in. You're a coward, so you lie, you manipulate. But that's what those foundations, a lot of people are beaten mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. So it makes you a coward. But then people blame you for how you act when you're 30 fucking years old. They don't know where you come from. They don't know the hell you have to do it, why your mind is the way it is now. So you have to go back and fix that shit. You gotta go back to where the shit came from. You're not gonna fix it now. You gotta go back and fix it. So I went back there, I realized this fucking guy, I look at my dad and forgive him without saying sorry. No one said sorry. I had to go back and say, why were you so fucking nuts? And realize, oh, you never went back. You never fucking went back. And whatever fucked you up while you beat the shit out of my mom, me and my brother, You never went back to it. You took all that shit out on us. And therefore, that's how the generational shit goes on. My dad was an alcoholic. My dad was a druggie. I'm a druggie. That's how that shit goes on. No one stops it. I stopped it. So
Stay hard.
that's what that caused me to do.
Hell yeah.